Okay, good day to you, Ben, and welcome to your lesson in mathematics. And we are now on your second grading period, and we are talking about percentage, rate, and base. So this time in our lesson for today, we are gonna talk about base. Okay, we have already talked about um, the rate. We have taken up about the percentage. This time we're gonna talk about the base, how to find the base of a number. Okay, now I'm gonna explain that using an example. For example, 20% of 100 is 20. Okay, now in our example here, 20% here is the rate. Okay, now 100 here is our base, while 20 here is our percentage. Okay, so rate, base, and percentage. Now talking about the base, okay, now 20% of what number is 20? And that is 100. Okay, because we are looking for the base. And using, as a review, using our Techan triangle, that is C here, R, and B. Okay, which P is our percentage, R is our rate, and B is our base. And looking for the base, we have for our formula P over R, or percentage divided by rate. So that's how we're going to find that base. And to say, if we are looking for the base here, all we need to do is percentage, which is 20, divided by 20%, or the rate. Okay, so let's have an example for that. Okay, now in our first example, Ben, we have here 12% of n. Now n here is our base. We are looking for our base, or 12% of what number? That is n is 6. Okay, so we have here our rate. We also have our percentage. So we are looking for the base. Now, basing on our Techan triangle, base is equals to P over R. Okay, that is percentage over rate. Now, so for us to find the base here, all we need to do is divide 6 to 12, or 12 from 6, and let's do that. So 6 divided by 12%, or to do that, we need to change first 12% into a decimal number. That is 2 steps to the left. 1, 2, and that will be 0.12 or 0.12. So 6 divided by 0.12. So if we are going to arrange that vertically, that will be the result. Okay, 6 divided by 0.12. Now we are now dividing decimal number. And to divide a whole number by a decimal number, just change this decimal number into whole number. How? By transferring the decimal point to the right, okay, which is 2 steps. 1, 2. That will be this will be our decimal point, or 0.12, which is a decimal number, becomes now a whole number. But to equalize that, we also need to move the decimal point here 2 steps to the right also, because it depends on how many steps we move here for our divisor. We also need to move our decimal point 2 steps to the right to equalize them. So there's a blank here for there's a blank place value here. All we need to do is just add 0. Okay, so 0.12 becomes 12 as a whole number, while 6 becomes 600. Okay, because we change 0.12 into 12. Okay, so that will be the result. So we are now dividing a whole number by a whole number. That is 600 divided by 12. Okay, so let's do that. Now 6 divided by 12 cannot be, so we need to add another digit. So 60. Now 60 divided by 12, let's try 5. Okay, now 5 times 2 is 10, 0 carry 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So we have 60. Now 60 minus 60 is, okay, bring down 0. 0 divided by 12 is 0. And 0 times 12 is 0. So we have 0. Okay. So our answer is 50. Okay, so therefore, 12% of what number is 6? That is 50. Okay. Let's have some more example. Okay. So for our example here, 35% of n, or 35% of what number is 58. So again, we are looking for the base. To solve this, let's just divide the percentage to its rate, which is 35%. Okay, to get our base. So percentage, that is 58, over divided by rate, that is 35%. And to do that, change the percent into a decimal number. 2 steps to the left, 1, 2. Our decimal point will be here. So we have 28 divided by 0.35 or 0.30. Okay, dividing decimal number, the same. For us to divide them, change first the decimal number into a whole number. So we need to move 2 steps to the right, okay, to make this 35. So to equalize them, we also must move 2 steps to the right for our dividend. Okay, and that becomes 2,800. Why? Just fill up the missing place value here with 0. So we have 2,800. Okay, so we have here 2,800 divided by 35. Let's subtract 28 and B, because 35 is greater than 28. So let's add another digit, which is 0. It becomes 218 divided by 35. Now let's try 8 here. Now 8 times 5 is 14, is 0 carry 4. Now 8 times 3 is 24, plus 4, that's 58. So we have 280. Now 280 minus 280, that's 0. Bring down 0 here. Okay, so 0 divided by 35, that's 0. 0 times 35, that's 0. 2 minus, it becomes 0. So we have 80 for our answer. So 35% of what number is 28? That is 80. Okay. So let's have another example. So we have here now an example, which is we are looking for the base. So the same principle, all we need to do, looking for the base, is percentage over rate. So for our percentage, that is 5.78 divided by rate, which is 17%. Okay, now to divide them, we need to change first the percent into a decimal number. Just move the percent sign 2 steps to the left. 1, 2, that's 0.17 or 0.17. So we have here for our dividend, that is 5.70. So that will be our solution. Okay, so we are now dividing decimal number, a whole number by a decimal number. So to divide them, change first the decimal number here into a whole number. How? By transferring the decimal point to the rightmost that number, it becomes a whole number. So we only need 2 steps to the right. 1, 2, decimal point here, right? Erase this. But to equalize them, you also need to move the decimal point here 2 steps to the right also. Okay? So 1, 2, our decimal point will be here. It becomes 578. Okay? So we are now dividing a whole number by a whole number. Okay? So 578 divided by 70. Now let's try 7 here. 57 divided by 17. So we have here 3. Now 3 times 7, that's 21. 1 carry 2. So 3 times 1, that's 3 plus 2, that's 5. So we have 51. Now 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay, bring down 8. So we have here 68 divided by 7. Now let's try 4. Okay. Now 4 times 7, that's 28. So 8 here, carry 2. Now 4 times 1, that's 4, plus 2, that's 6. So we have 68. So 68 minus 68, that's 0. So we have 34 for our answer here. So we need to say 70% of n is 5.78. Now that's 34. The number is 34. Now 70% here is our rate. 5.78 is our percentage, while 34 here is our base. Okay. So let's have one last example. Now for our last example here, we are looking for the base. Okay. So for our formula, that is percentage over rate. So percentage here is our is 51 divided by rate here is 75%, and the answer will be our base. Okay. So 51 divided by 75%. Next, change percent into a decimal number. 2 steps to the left. 1, 2. This will be, it will be our decimal point. So we are dividing that. 51 here, our 10. 0.25 our device. Okay? So, dividing whole number by a decimal number. So, change this into a whole number first. 2 steps to the right. Okay? To make this decimal number into a whole number. And to equalize them, decimal point here, we also need to make 2 steps to the right. Okay? To equalize them. Now, for the blank, place value, just put 0. So we have 5,100 divided by 0. Okay? So let's divide. Now 51 cannot be because 75 is greater than 51. Let's add another digit, which is 0. It becomes 510. Now, 510 divided by 75, let's try 6. Okay. Now, 6 times 5, that's 30. 0, carry 3. Now, 6 times 7, that's 42. Okay. Plus 3, that's 45. Let's subtract. Now 0. 1 minus 5 cannot be borrow. Becomes 4, becomes 11. Now 11 minus 5, that's 6. Okay, going down, 0. Okay, so we have 600. Now let's 600 divided by 75. Let's try 8. Now 8 times 5, that's 40. 0. Carry 4. Okay, we have 4 here. Now, 8 times 7, that's 56. 56 plus 4, that's 60. Okay, so we have 600. Minus 600, and 600, that's 0. So we have 68 for our answer here. Okay, now, 75% of what number is 51? That's 60. Okay? 68 for our base here. 51 for our percentage. While 75% for our rate. Okay? So that's how you get the base then. Just use the Techan's triangle to get the formula, which is looking for the base. That's percentage divided by rate. Okay? Thank you for your time, Ben, and see you in the next lesson.